We are so very impressed you survived, Sheridan. Congratulations.
Did that female Shanjaru fly here?
The repulsor lift cage made a dramatic entrance during the 27th course. The Great Feastmaster was excessively delighted by his female specimen's return. As we assured you, his interest in your Shanjaru was renewed. Druga has already contacted your associate to arrange the details.
Our Shanjaru will be there shortly, Druga dear.
You really need to find a full-time job.
Love to, but I need to install that prototype engine. Maybe next time.
You know how to install a freighter engine?
Did I not mention I'm a starship mechanic? Pretty good one, too. It's a date, Druga. Come see me when you're ready to lift off, Captain.
The Wookiee's final performance begins.
And then the Wookiee goes free?
If by free you mean dead, then yes. The gambler refuses to repay his debt to Druga, so the Wookiee is now property of the Great Feastmaster.
This isn't entertainment, it's an execution. How much to get Bodar off the hook? This is about to get real ugly for you. Weren't you entertained, Druga? I want you to join my crew.
Where do you plan to bunk him? I'll bet he snores like a busted pod racer engine.
We do not understand the value you place on this beast, but we will see to it he reaches your starship safely. We bid you farewell. It has been stimulating.
Chino hagwa buntacho, chubalong haku, yasa un kubas, taja bakta tunbonko.
Have you been hurt?
Kuseje sinchi, dinomano kava jeulwani. Wanta humpa, muri rava fupa jibampa wula. Making saliki kava dumpa stupa.
I would be honored to assist you.
Making saliki kava dumpa stupa.
Would have saved me a bundle. Well, enjoy your freedom. I saved you the big bunk.
Wana wada blota wijawa. O wamawanka matuske. Buka kambak nijit. Tonka yiliska chanaga.
Are you Lord Terrell? I'm here to become your delegate to the Peace Summit.
Jedi, yes. Organa told me you'd be coming, but, well, this is... well, it's complicated. The whole house needs to approve a new delegate, and, well, they say they won't approve a stranger.
She may be a stranger, but she's a Jedi. I should think you'd be grateful for her assistance.
Yes, of course, but House Terral has fallen so hard, we don't even have the strength to hope. It will take more than my word to convince them.
It is my privilege as a Jedi to serve House Terrell in whatever way I can.
Really? Well, all right then. After our original delegate was murdered and Ulgo drove us back into this hole, I'd almost given up hope myself.
Just tell the Jedi our plan, Father.
Right. House Terrell's current position is precarious. Our enemy, House Ulgo, seeks our destruction. Their army is at our gate. House Terrell needs a strong ally if we are to survive. We need House Organa.
An alliance with Organa seems doable.
We had hoped so. We proposed a marriage alliance to House Organa. My daughter Fasha would marry Lou Organa.
But House Terral is weak, and powers within Organa fear we'd drag them down with us.
We need to prove to Organa that House Terral can defend itself against its enemies.
We need a plan. Tell me, what are your resources?
I'm afraid you're our only source, Jedi. As I've said, House Ulgo's forces are at our gates, threatening to drive us out of our last holding. But Ulgo's commanding general, Astor Vox, is a mercenary with a loose definition of loyalty. If we can reach him, turn him, we can break the siege.
I will begin negotiations with Astor Vox immediately.
We have no time to waste. I will contact House Organa the moment I hear that the siege is broken.
Just in time. I installed that new engine for you. Want to take it for a spin?
That was fast work, Risha.
Swapping out Starship engines is easy. Mechanics just want you to think it's complicated so they can charge more credits. This prototype is really something. You'll find your ship is a lot more maneuverable. I noticed we have a new addition to the crew. Wookiees are always good for extra muscle. Is this one friendly?
His name's Bodar, and he's as sweet as they come.
Really? Because an angry Wookiee can come in handy. It's funny that a Hutt is helping us find Nock Drain's treasures. Nock used to terrify the cartel.
You know a lot about this obscure gangster.
Obscure gangster. People have written massive holochronicles about him. Not my fault you've been living under a rock. 20 years ago, Nock single-handedly killed half the cartel members in a single night. No one ever figured out how he did it. The surviving cartel members gave Nock control over an entire galactic quadrant as a gesture of respect. The Hutts never took it back.
Who runs the territory now that Nock is dead?
The crime bosses who tried to take over all died under mysterious circumstances. We're closer than ever to finding Nock Drain's lost wealth, Captain. Let's keep up the chase, shall we? Someone's calling on the ship's holo. Probably a fan. Be a darling and tell them I'm out.
I'm representing House Terrell. They want you to give up this siege and join them.
Well, isn't this a surprise? The Jedi have decided to involve themselves in Alderaanian politics. You must be pretty sure of yourself to walk into a room of highly trained commandos. But you should know that I don't do business with just anyone.
You will do business with me.
Very forceful of you. But if it's an attempt to trick me, it won't work. The battlefield is the only true test of a person's worth. War, bloodshed, these are the fires and forges of greatness. I only negotiate with my equals. Besides, my men are itching for sport. Best a pack of my warhounds, and we'll talk.
You'd best keep your promise.
Excellent. I've not had the pleasure of seeing a Jedi in action. Release the dogs. What do you think, boys? That was a little too easy, wasn't it?
Aye. Let's see a real challenge.
Easy? I take exception. You're trying to kill us.
I trusted in the Force to see me through.
I'm sure you did. Not that I expected anything less from a Jedi. Those dogs were old, weren't they, boys? You need to do better than defeat a pack of geriatric mutts. No, you need a real challenge. What'll it be, boys?
Droids! Droids! Droids!
Droids it is, then. These are the best Ulgo has. Beat them, and we'll talk.
If that is what I must do to earn your respect, so be it.
Droids! Activate attack protocols. Target Jedi. Excellent, excellent. I like your form, Jedi. But I'm not entirely convinced yet. Sure, you can beat a couple of dumb machines, but what about Ulgo's finest warriors? Smart, fast, highly trained, and hardened by battle.
You mendacious vagrant! Twice now you've broken your promise.
On my honor, this is the last time. Beat my champions, and we'll talk.
I trust you will keep your word this time.
On my honor. Now, boys, show this Jedi what you're made of.
Heard of us.
That's quite enough of that.
Most impressive, Jedi. I didn't think House Taral had the resources left to recruit such a powerful ally. No hard feelings. If you knew how many fools come by offering me jobs...
House Terrell wants your loyalty, and they want your army to stand down.
I'll give you credit for being direct. You can tell House Taral that my answer is yes. It's been fun working for House Ulgo, but there's no glory in working for the biggest army on the planet. I'll call off my troops and meet with Lord Taral immediately. Don't worry, I know the way.
Jedi, thank goodness I've reached you. There's good news and bad news. The good news is everyone's heard how you impressed Asta Vox and broke the siege, including Organa. They've agreed to the marriage alliance. Now the bad news. Lou Organa has been kidnapped.
Then we have to get him back.
Exactly. The kidnappers were from Ulgo's ally, House Rist, Alderaa's most deadly assassins. An Organa-Taral alliance would be disastrous to Ulgo. They must have ordered Rist to kidnap Lou Organa to stop the alliance.
I'll rescue Lou Organa. I promise.
Be careful, but hurry. We need to beat the Organa attack, or everything falls apart.